Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. I just looked up and saw this and started laughing. You guys, we have lots to talk about today. We're going to be looking at the best/worst of Twitter. We're going to be talking about these two, of course. We're going to be talking about whatever is going on at Time Magazine. I don't know what kind of substances they're partaking in, but yeah, they've reached a new level of hypocrisy. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to look at lots of rays of sunshine today. We have more of our beautiful Catherine and Sophie and Prince William and so much more. So thanks so much for being here. I'm Jen. Honk honk, everyone. Follow me on Twitter. I'm at Real Recaps. But I still get questioned, why are you honk, Jen? That's because of one of Meghan's minions told me I sound like a drunk goose. I've been honking ever since. So honk honk, everyone. Now let's get into this. Okay. I had to laugh again because I went over to Grok over on Twitter and I said, give me a goose, put her in a blue dress, long curly hair, my hair, all that. Oh, that's not quite my hair, but this is what it came up with, and I'm cracking up. I love her. She's gorgeous. Why am I cross-eyed? I'm not cross-eyed. But for some reason, it thinks I'm cross-eyed and also spicy because my tail feathers are sticking out. All right, let's really get into this. Let's kick it off with this one, shall we? We got another image of our beautiful Catherine from the Royal Albert Hall appearance. Oh, looking so lovely. But I just love this post so much. This was shared by Belle, and it says, despite endless scrutiny and criticism, while dealing with a cancer diagnosis and chemotherapy, Catherine's strength and grace never falter. So well said. Hashtag Princess of Wales. I just thought it was nice to kick it off with this one. We are going to talk. I did a whole video on that awful woman, so I'm not going to spend a bunch of time on it, but just more has come out. I want to talk about that, and then I'm going to get to more sunshine, too. Yes, I've showed this picture, but I don't care. I'm showing it again. I love our Sophie. Super Sophie, I think is what they call her. I love her so much. Look at the supportive hand on Catherine. Oh, it just warms my cold, dead heart. Okay. I had to do it. I'm not even going to say her name. It doesn't matter. But I wanted to read this tweet, and this is about that horrible woman that went after Catherine's looks. Okay. The Big Brother contestant, basically, that's looking for her 15 minutes of fame. Laird of the Manor, I love him over on Twitter. He's so good with his observations, isn't he? A lot of you guys follow him. Definitely check him out. But he tweeted this and said, I once read that the defining trait of a narcissist, HG, is they want the authority of a king, but the accountability of a toddler. And wow, so true. I thought that was so good. I was like, oh, I haven't heard it quite like that. The authority of a king, the accountability of a toddler. That's what we're seeing with this one right here. Again, making the rounds, not taking any responsibility, and blaming everybody else for her own tweets. I've been over it. Anyway, it's ridiculous. But yeah, I thought that was so well said. Thank you, Laird of the Manor. Remember, the whole thing with that evil cow, yes, I'm British, is that she went after Catherine and said she looked like a smoker. Okay. Again, no self-awareness. But Mama Mia had such a brilliant idea and says, the first image is what came up on Google search for Kate Middleton. I hate calling her that. Catherine, Princess of Wales. No, Kate Middleton smoking. The second is Meghan Markle smoking. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. I didn't even think to do that. That's pretty funny that those are the results that came up. Okay, I wanted to touch on this too because a lot of you had asked that I talk about it. I'm going to keep it very short because I'm just going to get ticked off, and I know you are too. But in a nutshell, Sky News, it's actually this, I won't even call her a reporter, this person over at Sky News, took it upon themselves and messed with the things that Catherine said, and people jumped on it and started claiming that the diagnosis was not the diagnosis. I just think it's so sick and twisted and disgusting, and it, again, further shows an agenda going on with certain people, and I feel confident in saying that it wouldn't be hard to connect the dots to Meghan, just my thoughts. But anyway, I will say that because of this awful reporting and questioning the cancer, I do believe that they've had to, I don't know if it's a retraction or they've reprinted it basically and apologized from what I understand on that. But the whole thing is disgusting. I've been over it. They should never discuss her medical diagnosis. It's personal. It's private. She owes us nothing. It's awful. I just get really fired up about this. So I'm trying to remain calm, but I think it's really horrible. And I'm glad people are really, really calling this behavior out, and it's unacceptable. Let's talk this and then we'll get on to hypocrite Harry. This is wonderful to see. So, as you know, Queen Camilla had to sit out the weekend. They just kind of, I think it was just something like she was under the weather, is what they said, something like that, because heaven forbid the news will run with some sort of crazy thing or something will change what she said. Oh, it's just awful. But anyway, sounds like she's good. And we got to see an appearance of her back at work on Monday. So for the Booker Prize reception at Clarence House, looking lovely as ever. Here you go. Glad to see her out and about. Hope she's well. And she said she has a bit of coughing going on, but she really wanted to be there. Let's get into Hypocrite Harry and that one. So I got to shout out Lean Mean Machine because you know I love her work. I don't know why this struck me so, I do know why it struck me so funny. It's brilliant. So when the warden lets you out of your cell, yeah, it does look like she's got his hands behind his back and she's holding on to him pretty good. But I love the details that she puts in these things. Well done, Lean Machine. This one made me laugh. So let's take a look at what's up with Hypocrite Harry. Well, I'll tell you what it is. The whole world has lost its damn mind because time, for whatever reason, also in the Harkle's back pocket, just saying, has named him as one of the Time 100's climate list for his work with Travelist. Okay, my head's going to explode. Holy hypocrisy, Batman. This guy flies private to go buy gum. Like, what are we talking about? This guy flies private for everything. You name it, he's probably flown private to it. He's out there. I've been over this. He preaches every choice. I cannot do that doofus's voice, but every choice matters while flying. I mean, it's just so crazy. And yet, I guess if you throw enough money at the problem, allegedly, you get on a list like this. Wonder if I could take up a collection and get on a list. What would be the most nonsensical list I could be on? You can let me know in the comments below. Yeah, it's so ridiculous. So for whatever reason, they decided to name him on this list. We have Meghan Markle parody, who had lots to say about it. I'm totally team Meghan Markle parody, who points out Travelist in the climate con. Harry the hypocrite joins Time's elite list of private jet environmentalists. I won't read this whole post, but it's really well written and worth reading. Oh, the irony is almost too much to handle, almost. The man who flies around in private jets, stays in multi-million-dollar mansions, and uses more resources than most of us could dream of. Exactly this. I was thinking about, do you remember, oh gosh, last year when she wore the massage table outfit, you know what I'm talking about? The grieving parents thing. It was like off the shoulder, totally inappropriate. Yeah. There was like a thing going around that allegedly it was just around the block and they took like, I don't know, 17 cars, something stupid. They love to do stuff like that. So yeah, let's definitely celebrate them for climate change. But it goes on to say, but don't worry guys, he's now listed as Time 100's climate list. Whatever that is, whatever that means to you, that's what it is. Yet, let's see, somehow this man perpetuates the very waste of carbon emissions he's supposedly fighting against, being celebrated for his work with Travelist, a tourism initiative. Make it make sense. I can't make a Markle parody. I can't. And thank you, because I always love your posts. At Queen of Memes 80. Definitely check her out. She stops by in the chat sometimes. She's lovely. And she very smartly, very cleverly made this Time magazine cover. 100 most influential global elites driving force behind climate change scam. Emasculated man-child Harry. Dine on Mom, Harry's Travelist, the climate initiative that's more hot air than actual change. I just thought this was so brilliant, so smart, so well done. Number 1 participation trophy collector. All right, I don't know how you transition off that to this, but this is disgusting. Have you heard about this? Church of England leader who married Harry and Meghan resigns over disgusting things that I can't say here on YouTube, but it is awful and terrible, and make sure that you make yourself aware of this situation. But I love Queer Lips of Truth too. Says Clown Prince Harry and Demon Duchess Meghan are bad omen. Hashtag Markled. I don't know why that struck me so funny, but it did. Like, it sounds like a lot of disgusting stuff. I'm not laughing about that, but I just love that they're tying it back to Harry and Meghan and that he was Markled. Okay. Next, I want to give a shout out to Princess Carparkle, who is always so lovely and always so kind to me. She did me a solid yesterday and really helped me out with something I was talking to her about in the DMs. Thank you so much. Please make sure you follow her. She's at Unremarkable bull. Got that? You can see right here. Definitely give her a follow because she's lovely. She made a couple of posts I want to highlight. Starting with this one. Did you know that Doofus wrote a letter? Yeah, I'm shocked too. I mean, all I could think about, do you remember on Friends, Joey? Joey had to write a letter, so he used the thesaurus for every word, and he signed it baby kangaroo. I mean, I don't think we're far off, but at least Joey was cute. But anyway, so Doofus wrote a letter. I'm surprised he had any crayons left. He's probably eaten most of them. But he wrote a letter honoring my fellow veterans. That's my Doofus. I need to put more despair in my voice. I need to have a claw wrapped around my arm in order to do that voice. But anyway, Princess Carparkle points out it's a little performative. He abandoned his military appointments and responsibilities. Doofus, yep, that's what I call him too, knows how respected veterans are, rightly so, and is pandering exactly this. This is what they do. They tie their name to something that people have generally favorable opinions about, and then they try to bring them down. Let's see here. This is the same guy who bragged about his, quote, kill count endangering active military. F.O. Harry, Prince Shirley, Harry and Meghan. There you go. Couldn't agree more. I saw this too and had similar feelings. I don't even want to spend a bunch of time on it. That guy wrote a letter to try to, again, it's what they do. They attach their themselves to generally, like, I'm all over the place, but the childhood thing they keep doing. It's like you hear these things like, no, nobody wants kids to get hurt. But then you realize that's not what they're doing. They're just putting their names next to a cause that says nobody wants kids to get hurt. Of course nobody does. But they have no actual plan or anything. So they just do these things to have favorable ties toward their name. I feel like that's what's going on here. So it's a lot of pandering. Well said. I just thought this was a good post I wanted to talk about. Well, we also had this post from Princess Carparkle that I'd like to take a minute and look at because this day occupies so much space in my brain. I'm embarrassed to admit how much I think about this because this is, let me just show you, this is the same day. This was a Trooping the Color event. You know this day. This was right after, however you want to believe Archie got here, if you believe he's here. I don't care. We got the most smug, look at me moments. It's just etched into my brain. I'm sorry. I have to say it. My hands are tied. I can't help it. How can you look this stupid and be so proud of yourself? It's like a bike helmet put on wrong with some feathers taped to the side of it. I really don't. Actually, what I said before is it's like a partial bike helmet with some scissors taped upside down to it. I really don't understand what I'm looking at here, but man, is she proud of herself. So obviously we've seen this photo and we have this one. This one absolutely makes my blood boil. Can you imagine looking at anybody like this? I wouldn't even look at an enemy like this. I don't think I can make this face. Anyway, so she's staring daggers at Catherine at this one, but let's go back to what Princess Carparkle was saying. I hadn't seen this photo. It says, I can only imagine what this conversation is like. Catherine and Camilla probably wanted to jump out of the carriage. Side note, the hat, oh gosh, it's so bad. Meghan Markle is wearing is horrible. It really is. It's one of the worst things I've ever seen. So is the jacket. I'm sorry. All I could think of is like anybody in the medical profession, when you have scrubs and you have like a little, I don't know, cover up that goes with it. That's what it looks like. Something like, or I don't know if you're going for surgery, something like that, or a doctor appointment. That's what it looks like to me. But anyway, it goes on to say, I don't know if it's the placement, the hairstyle, both. Yes. Oof. Harry and Meghan. Yeah, Meghan's a problem. Yeah, there you go. I had not seen this photo. It made me laugh too. And I liked her take on this. Let's look at another of Lean Meme Machine's beauties here. I love this so much. Of course, I'm sure you've heard the rumblings that supposedly Meghan's going to go around to malls with her jam. You know, when you want to pick up some jam and you go to a mall to get it. I can't make sense of that either. I've said many a times now, I see her more at Costco. No offense to Costco. It's not that. I just mean, like, can you imagine her standing there trying to hand out samples? Oh boy, she'd just be like rolling her eyes like, ugh, I should be getting paid for this. Anyway, so there's this thing going around about that. Do with that what you will. I just thought this was really funny. I love that she put her in this outfit with this stand and everything going on here. All right, let's take a look at some sunshine again. Shared by Anna. Knew the Prince of Wales had an investiture, that's easy to say, ceremony at Windsor Castle. I want to be at Windsor Castle. It's my favorite. I love it there. But that's so cool. So we got Dame Imelda Staunton. I never say that right, Stanton. Actress is made Dame Commander of the British Empire by Prince of Wales at Windsor Castle. I just think this is so cool. Such a lovely photo, such a lovely event. And let me show you a closer look. Somebody took a photo of her face and I said, oh, this is the face I would make. Here you go. There she is, positively radiant, looking back at him, which, who could blame her? But what a lovely photo. I love seeing stuff like this, what they're up to. And yeah, it's just a happy time. So I got into the comments here with Annie and we were laughing back and forth saying that would be both of our faces if we met Prince William. Annie says, yeah, it'd be hers too. If she had to speak, she's sure she'd be picking her words up off the floor. I said, I would probably just say something like, your wife pretty, and then pass out, something like that. And she says, at least some words would come out, but then you'd be on the floor with me. Exactly, I would be. I'd just squeak, you're pretty. And finally, if you're here, a huge thank you to Tam with Israel who shared this. It's a special cocktail. So I wrote, cocktails, anyone? Sounds gross. Let's take a look at what's in the word I can't say's cocktail. So apparently, you take some Tang. You remember that old space drink I talked about, the orange drink? A shot of triple sec and a 1.5 shot of vodka. You mix it up and gross. But there's a cocktail for you if anybody's wanting to make it. Oh, you have to let me know if you try it. Of course, then I decided that was probably Jamie's favorite cocktail. What? I'm just guessing. It probably is Jamie's favorite. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. It's Jamie's favorite cocktail. I think he might be drinking it there. I've never wanted to be a plastic water bottle so bad in my whole life. Guys, this has been fun. I like hitting all these different news stories like this. I like hitting some sunshine with some of the despair. I like mixing it up like that, and I hope you did too. So this is going up on Wednesday. I'm going to try my best to do a live chat tonight. We'll see how it goes, if I can make the timing work out, because I miss chatting with you all. It's such a lovely group. What am I saying? Such a lovely group to get together. And I'll do my best. So check the community tab. That's where I post it. A lot of people say the notifications don't go off. I know. Just check it. I'll post if we're able to get that together. And yeah, thank you guys as always for being here. I want to say a huge honk to you all. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. Check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. It's still under the old name, but check that out. Lots of bonus episodes there. Lots of stuff to deep dive. Also, sorry, I had to put this up. Windsor Castle. Let's see. Oh, I want to say a huge thank you to SB for helping me with some of this video. I appreciate that very much. And everybody else who helped me through it, I appreciate it. And let's see, what was the other thing? Oh, check out the merch. I keep saying, let's see. Everything's fine. Everything apparently is not fine because I can't remember what I'm saying. But check that out. As always, thank you for being here, for being so lovely to me, for supporting. If I can get my tail, feather, and gear to do this live chat, I'll let you know. I would like to do that. I'd like to honk at you all. Show you my honkers. Thank you for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you again soon. I made myself laugh with that. Meet up at Windsor Castle. Come on, everybody. Let's go. We'll have, oh God, I was going to say we'll have that cocktail there, but I don't think I want that cocktail. It doesn't sound good. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.